Okay, so from the mount, sometimes I bait him like this to try to get him to put his arm in like that. Kind of a risky thing to do. You don't really want to necessarily give him that option to go underneath, but if you end up in this position, so you just grab my foot here, post with that hand, lean forward, tighten up the triangle position. Now you can strike really good from here, or you can grab his head and pull up, and that's the triangle position from the mount. Okay. Once again, he gets his arm in, so I'm just grabbing my own foot. I post with this hand, get my leg underneath here, and squeeze my legs. I can pull up here. Great position for striking. The other option is to give up the mount. So if he puts his arm in, see I'm dropping back here. And so I go for the triangle from the bottom. Two hands on top of his head. Squeeze, pull his head down. Another one we get sometimes is if I just push this over here like that. So you reach underneath here. This is a great position for striking here because we've got his arm trapped up. So I can strike, elbow, whatever from here. But if I just reach inside here like that and kind of pull on his arm and dig my arm into his neck, that's an Ezekiel. So this is the Ezekiel done without the gi. Okay, so now if I'm on the bottom in the mount, this is the worst position for me to be in. So I obviously don't want to stay down here. If I am down here for any point in time, I need to obviously protect my head because he's going to start going to town with strikes. So you need to protect your head, okay? Then what you want to do is start bucking your hips to make him post like that. So if I can get a control on his arm here, this is great. Notice how I'm controlling his foot here on the same side. So this is called the Upa escape. Upa means buck, or lift the hips up. So you're just going to buck the hips as high as you can. You want to roll up and over into his guard. And when you land in his guard, make sure you defend here because this is a bad time. You can now get submitted or you can be hit. So that's why I'm just checking his biceps here. Then you want to just posture up into his guard. So you want to defend your head, obviously, if he's striking. And if you just buck your hips, forces him to post with that hand. I'm grabbing onto this post. Now, if he's punching with this, I need to check this other arm if he's punching with that hand. So see, I'm using my foot here to trap up his foot. So I got his arm and foot trapped on the same side, so he cannot post. So what I want to do now is lift my hips up as high as I can and roll over my shoulder into his guard, defending myself right away, checking his biceps, and then posture up into his guard. Are we good on that one? Mm-hmm. Okay. So the second escape from the mount is the elbow escape. So elbow, because I want to use it to spread him out and open him up here. See, and I'm also, when he's up high, and he's going to be, if he's high like this is bad for me. So I want to get him down low. So what I'm going to do is just wedge my elbows in and start to move my hips to move back, get him down lower. Once again, I get my elbows inside, start wiggling my hips to get him down lower. Okay. So now, if I just do the Upa here, lift my hips up, you see how his leg comes off the ground here? I'm using my elbow here to just kind of push his leg back so I can lock my half guard. And I want to just always defend myself against the punches because he's still going to be striking and stuff like that. Yeah, so now I'm just going to, when I get the opportunity, I'm just going to put my hand on his knee here, push that knee, and move my hips out to get my knee on the inside. Once my knee's in, then I move my hips and lock my guard. Okay, let's look at the elbow escape again. So first, defend yourself. You want to wiggle and use your elbows to get him down low in the mount position. I buck my hips, until he lifts that leg up. So I'm going to move my hips and trap that leg. You know, continue to defend, obviously, from the punches. Put my hand on his knee, move my hips out, get my knee inside, move my hips one more time, and to the guard position.